Hi guys and welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about disposable cameras because recently I went on a trip to Radio 1's Big Weekend, which was held in Middlesbrough this year. It's a bit of a music festival in the UK, and I was thinking about whilst we were there what camera to use. I wanted to shoot film because I'm really into film at the minute, but I didn't really want to take any of my cameras because I guess all my cameras are kind of decent sort of value, so I didn't want to take any of them, ruin them. The weather forecast was rain, so it was supposed to be miserable. So I thought to myself, how about I test out some disposable cameras. So I ended up going with these Fuji cameras. So I guess one of the questions is, where did I actually buy this from? So this ended up being a bit of a problem because I only decided I wanted to buy these the day before I went. So normally I'd have just gone on the internet, had a quick look about and ordered probably off of Amazon, knowing me. But it meant I couldn't. Well, I went on the internet first and thought, wonder where actually on the high street will sell disposable cameras. And it turns out not many places sell them anymore. The places that I did find that sell them though was Boots, Argos, Urban Outfitters seemed to have a variety of different ones. Jessop's didn't really have any, but I imagine if you're in London some of the sort of general camera shops will probably stock them as well, but where I live I actually had trouble finding them. I ended up going through Argos. They only stocked 2 and I wanted 4, so I had to go to 2 different Argoses that both only stocked 2. So from a high street point of view, it was actually a bit of a pain trying to find them now. But if, unlike me, you actually prepare, they're quite easy to find online. Amazon's do some sort of like bulk buys as well, so you can buy like 2 or 3 in one go. Moving on from that then, how much do they cost? To be honest, I had no idea when I set out to buy them. I didn't know if they were cheap, a bit expensive, sort of your typical Fujifilm. It costs you sort of, what, £5-6? I was thinking, I wonder what the actual camera is, because I guess there's some value in the actual camera itself. Disposables in the UK seem to sell for sort of £8 to £15, so this is sort of the low end of the market. Ilford do one with their HP5 film, and that's more like £14-15, but that means shooting black and white. Definitely wanted to shoot colour because it's a nice summer festival, although with rain forecast. But something to remember though is that even if the camera only costs you £8, you still need to get it processed. And processing here in the UK costs about sort of £6 to £8 plus postage. And I noticed that some companies online actually charge you for a disposable as opposed to just a roll of film. Now, if that is the case, I suggest that you just quickly Google how to take the film out your disposable camera, because I'm not joking, to take the film out of this takes 10 seconds. It literally, there's a flap on the bottom. Once you take the sticker off, you just open it up and the film just drops out. And it could save you sort of £3 or £4 some of them are charging just because it was a disposable, which to be honest seems a bit ridiculous. Interestingly as well, a lot of them don't come with sort of your typical 36 shots. This one for example, I think they have 27. But that's enough of how much they cost, where to get them. More on to like actually using them. Now, disposable cameras, I couldn't believe how much fun it was, and something that was really good about this was that I didn't have to take all the photos. So with my film cameras, most of them are manual only or a little bit sort of half manual, half auto, so family members and friends just can't use them. So I end up taking all the photos. There's never any photos of myself, but with these, anybody can shoot them. And that was one of the big selling points to me. That's why I bought 4. 4 of us were going, we each had our own camera. We ended up only going through 2 of them, but still, from that point of view, you literally just point and shoot. Now, you don't have to set anything. I think it's just a fixed aperture, and it just hopes that you're in sort of decent light. Now, that's the only thing that I would recommend. Having looked at the photos now myself, a lot of the some of the worst photos were where it got slightly dark, slightly overcast. I would recommend, if it gets kind of dark, stick the flash on, because you need it. And you don't have to focus or anything, because I think it's from sort of like a metre away onwards is all in focus, so that's really good. And we had good fun just shooting these, and you don't care. Something else that I found that was actually really good about these is nobody's intimidated by them. It kind of adds a little bit of almost playfulness to it. You're not taking things seriously, and sort of more natural photos of people from it as well. And I do wonder what a camera like this would be like in just sort of some sort of almost casual street photography setting, because nobody's really that worried about a little disposable, are they? Saying that, I think it's about time that we actually had a look at some examples. Colour wise, pretty much exactly like you'd expect from Fuji. The greens are quite strong. I guess the good thing is with stuff like this is as long as you've got a decent company with a decent film stock, you know your photos are going to be quite good. And I think we should have a look at some of them now, so we'll have a flick through them. I'm actually quite pleased with how some of them turn out. So yeah, let's have a look through them now. So overall my experience with this was really good. From a positives point of view, the fact that it's kind of carefree, nobody needs any camera skill to take photos of this, literally just look through, push the button. The only thing I would say though, with the cost and if you had a little bit more time, you're probably better off just buying a cheap compact. So if you look on eBay, you can buy sort of old digital cameras for sort of £10. And if you did that and just bought some film, you're probably better off, and you're getting the best of both worlds then, that you've always got a camera that you can always take to this sort of stuff. You can just chuck any cheap film for it and you'd quite easily sort of get your money back. That's kind of the only negative I can really think of. Interestingly as well, out of the 27 photos, I did miss some. I've just got 4 blank frames, so I've actually taken 23 photos. And I'm not really sure how that's happened, because when you wind it on, you can't wind it on any further without firing the shutter. So I've definitely fired the shutter, it's just not taken anything, and that seems a little bit odd. So that even though it says 27 shots, I actually only got 23, which is a little bit disappointing, and it makes it even closer to £1 a photo. And if you're going to take quite a few photos on a day, that gets quite expensive quite quick. So we took 2 bunches of 27 photos. If I wasn't processing them myself, that's nearly the best part of £50, which seems crazy really. That'd have been more expensive than the tickets to actually get in. So yeah, I think that's something worth bearing in mind, that the cost really is quite high, all in. But I process images myself, so to me it actually only costs sort of 2 cameras, so it only cost me £16 for 50 photos, which is way better, because I really enjoy processing my own. Colour processing isn't as bad as people make out. The chemicals last for ages, you can use them sort of 10 times before you need to refresh them, so all in, for me personally it was quite cheap because I got them processed and I processed them myself. But yeah, that's the only caveat I think. But guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please drop it a like or subscribe if you want more of this. I know I've been a little bit lax on my uploads in the last couple months, so I will increase that now. I've got quite a few ideas for videos that I've all wrote up with the notes, and I've just bought an iPad Pro as well, and I've been editing a lot of videos on that recently, and I think it's actually stopped me needing to use my Mac or my PC, which has been really good, so I might do a little video on that. But yeah guys, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe. If you've got any questions, ask me a question, and I'll answer below. Thank you for watching.